When you think of someone falling apart, you probably picture something loud, right? Something dramatic. One big, shattering moment. But today's story shows us something different. It suggests that most of the time, the process is quiet, a slow wearing away that happens just under the surface.
It starts with a feeling you can't really name. Waking up tired, even though you slept the whole night. It's this small, almost unnoticeable shift from just feeling a little off to feeling completely lost. And this is where we meet Tanay.
So our story opens in the morning, a time that's supposed to feel like a fresh start. But for Tanay, right away it's clear something is wrong. There's this deep exhaustion that a night of sleep hasn't even touched.
The alarm goes off, this sound from a world that just feels really far away. It's not that he slept badly, it's that he didn't rest, It's this deep internal fatigue that sleep just can't fix. And pay attention to what doesn't happen here. There's no rush to check notifications, no immediate jump into the day. Just these deliberate pauses, staring at the wall, sitting up, so slowly. Every movement feels heavy, completely disconnected from the usual rhythm of a morning. As he moves through his day, that feeling inside him starts to create a gap between him and the world. On campus, life is just happening. People are talking, laughing, everything is normal. But for Tanay, there's this new kind of distance.
He sees his friends, Rhea and Mira, up ahead. A different version of him, maybe from a few weeks ago, would have hurried to catch up. But now, he does nothing. He doesn't slow down, but he doesn't speed up either. He just lets the space between them grow.
And that feeling follows him right into the classroom. The professor's words become this low hum, the writing on the board just a blur. He's there, but he's not. And his notebook, it stays empty, a blank page that says everything about a mind that's just shut down. Now we get to a really key interaction. Mira is the first person to actually acknowledge that something's changed. She sees that he's quiet, but as we're about to see, she completely misreads why.
Their conversation is so brief. Mira notices he's quiet, and she offers what she thinks is help. You overthink too much. Tanay just forces a smile, but inside, there's nothing.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? The gap between what she meant to do and what actually happened. Her words, meant to make him feel lighter, just add to the load. Her simple diagnosis just makes him feel even more misunderstood, pushing him further into his own head.
And this is where his thoughts go. They're not arguing or reasoning anymore. They just repeat. This quiet, draining loop of self-blame that always lands in the same place. Silence is the safest, easiest choice.
In the library, someone else is watching, Rhea. And unlike Mira, she seems to see this change for what it is, something deeper than just being tired. She sees all the signs, but she hesitates. There's a history there, a time when she stepped back before. So now she's caught, wanting to reach out, but also terrified of making things worse. So she does nothing.
That night, alone in his room, well, this is the hardest part of the day. He's scrolling through his phone, but not for a distraction. He's comparing, looking at the past, the present, and a future that's just a big question mark. He's looking for proof of what he feels he's lost. His old chats with Rhea are long and easy, full of laughing emojis. His current messages with Mira are short, clear, controlled. They're functional, but the warmth is gone. And for the first time, he actually puts the question into words in his own mind. In moving toward a relationship that seemed simpler, maybe clear, has he lost something essential? Did he trade depth for a clarity that now just feels empty? He locks his phone, and the question just hangs there in the dark.
The next day, the consequences of everything going on inside him, they start to become external actions. That passive disengagement we saw earlier, it's now shifting into active avoidance.
He doesn't go to class. It's not about being tired anymore. It's a decision. His phone buzzes, messages from Mira and Kabir. He sees them, and he doesn't reply. Silence is his only response now.
And this explains why. It's not really about the people messaging him. He's past the point of being able to engage with their solutions or their concerns. He doesn't want to talk it through. He doesn't want advice. He just wants the feeling itself to stop.
Those small internal cracks have widened. Now they've become fractures, not in his friendships, but inside himself.
This story isn't about a dramatic collapse. It's about all the quiet, isolating moments that come right before it. The silence that gets misread, the hesitations that leave a person all alone with their weight.
This wasn't the fall. It was the moment right before it.